Welcome back, students. Hope you all have seen the previous video in which I have discussed about exercises 8A and 8B. Let us do a small revision of those two exercises. What we have done in the previous videos. Yes, in the previous video, firstly I have told you some non-standard units of measuring the length. After that, we have discussed about the standard units of measuring the length. Then we have discussed about how to measure anything using the ruler or your scale, and then we have done the discussion about conversions. Once again I am reminding you, whenever we have to convert the smaller unit into bigger unit, we divide. Whenever we convert the bigger unit to smaller unit, we multiply. Okay. Now today we will move on to the next exercise, or we can say we will move on to our next topic, that is measurement of mass. What is our next topic? Measurement of mass. Okay. Now, measurement of mass. What is the meaning of mass? Length, as I told you, what is the meaning of, what we understand by length means how much long is the thing, or how much long is the thing, or how much tall is anything, or how much wide is anything. All those comes in the category of length. But here what we are discussing about mass. What is the meaning of mass? Mass means what is the weight of anything, or how much heavy anything is, or how much light anything is. Heavy means, suppose I am giving you a ball. I will not ask you what is the length of the ball. No, I will ask you what is the weight. How much this ball is heavy or this ball is light. So this thing, whenever we are determining whether the thing is heavy or light, all those this thing comes in the category of mass. Okay. Now, few standard units, as we have discussed, there were some standard units of length. Similarly, there are some standard units of mass. The first standard unit of mass is milligram. What is the first standard unit? Milligram, and its short form we write small mg. Okay. Milligram is a very small unit of measuring any mass. Suppose whenever we go to the jewelry shop, so there they don't measure the thing in kilogram or gram. No, they always use the thing milligram. Okay, or we can say sometimes they use gram also, but the most appropriate unit is milligram. Gold, suppose we have to measure the gold, so they very small quantity of gold we take, that was in milligram. Okay. Medicines always we can say how much mg medicine, mg is written, milligram. Okay. These are the thing. This is the smaller unit of measuring the mass. Then the next unit is gram. What is the next unit? Gram, and the short form is G. This is little bigger unit than milligram. If the thing is little heavier than the thing which we can't measure in milligram, so we use the unit gram. Now, how many things? We suppose we have a currency, or we can currency coins means coins we have to measure, we have to take the weight of the coins, so we will weight them in grams. Or teaspoon of sugar, 1 teaspoon of sugar, so we can measure in grams. Okay. So, or some spices are there, so always we say 150 gram spice, this spice, or 150 gram spices are there, so 100 grams per packet is there, so always we have seen gram is written. Okay. Next, the thing is kilogram, the bigger unit, and the short form is kg. Okay. Now, kilogram is the large unit, we can say. It is used to measure the larger things which are heavy, which are more heavier in weight. Okay. Suppose a bag is there, a luggage bag is there, or a weight of a girl, or a weight of a boy, or weight of tomatoes, potatoes, anything which are big, heavier, quite heavier. So we use the unit kilogram for that. Okay. Now, these were some standard units. Now, whenever you have seen, very common thing I am telling you, I think so everybody must have seen, you have seen the simple balance or a weighing scale. What is the weighing scale? In Hindi we can say that taraju. Okay, in Hindi I can say it taraju. You have seen mostly to the greengrocer, whenever we go to buy some vegetables to the market, so always they use that weighing scale. Okay, they over there they keep some weight on one side and the objects which we have to take at the other side. Suppose if we tell them to give us 1 kg of potato, so what they give? Firstly, they keep the weight of 1 kg at the one side and the 1 kg potato then they keep on the other side. And when both the balance are same, both are of the same distance, then they give us 1 kg potato. That means yes, this potato quantity is equal to that weight, that is of 1 kg. That means they have balanced, both are same and they have given us 1 kg potato. That thing is called the weighing scale. That taraju, what I am telling you in Hindi, in English we say it weighing scale or simple balance. Okay, simple balance. Suppose suppose in that simple balance, if the object is at, suppose we are measuring two objects, we are not keeping any weight over there, we are measuring two objects. At one side I have kept one pineapple, you have seen, a big fruit it is, and at one side I have kept one tomato. So which will be heavier, which will go up? The tomato portion will go up. Why? Because it is lighter, and the pineapple portion will come down because pineapple is heavier. Okay, to balance both of them, we have to increase the number of tomatoes. When the tomatoes number is increased and both the balance are at the same level, then we can say yes, the weight of this pineapple is equal to these many tomatoes. Okay, weight of these many tomatoes. So this is the technique of measuring anything, weighing anything. Now conversions. I have told you just now, conversion basic thing, multiplication and division, when we have to do the multiplication and when we have to do the division is same, whether it is the conversion of length or it is the conversion of mass or it is the conversion of capacity. In all the three topics, conversion basic technique is same, only the relations will vary. Okay, now suppose the first one is kilograms to grams. Suppose we have to change kilograms to grams, means bigger unit to smaller unit. So what we will do? Obviously we will multiply. What we will do? We will multiply. This is the technique. Now what is the relation? 1 kilogram equals to 1000 gram. Okay, 1 kilogram equals to 1000 gram. Over here, suppose I am telling you with the help of an example. Suppose we have to convert 3 kilogram, 245 gram into gram we have to convert. So how we will convert? Again, 1 kilogram equals to 1000 gram. 3 kilogram, let me erase it. Much is okay, let us do over here. 245 gram equals to 3 multiply 1000 plus 245 gram. So 3 multiply 1000, 3000 plus 245 gram. The answer will be 3245 gram. This will be the answer. Means this 245 gram is already in grams. It is not in kilo. We don't have to change this. What we have to change? We have to change this 3 kilogram. So what we will do? 3 kilogram to gram means bigger unit to smaller unit. We will multiply, and then 245 which is already in grams, as in the previous video also I told you, the number which is already in the same unit, we will simply add that number. Nothing else we have to do. Okay. This type of conversion I have told you beforehand also. Same we are doing, only the units are changed. There we were talking about kilometer, meter, centimeter, meter, meter, centimeter, meter, kilometer. Over here it is kilogram, gram. Nothing else. Okay. Whole technique is same. Then the next topic is grams to kilogram. Grams to kilograms. Okay. Now grams to kilogram means a smaller unit to bigger unit. Again, divide. What we will do? Divide. Now let us take one example. Suppose we have to change 3249 gram to kilogram. So what we will do? 1000 gram equals to 1 kilogram. 3249 gram equals to 3249 divided by 1000. 3249, 3 times it will go. Answer is, the quotient is always in kilogram. 3 kilogram and the remainder 249 gram. Same thing we have done in the previous video also. Same we are doing over here. Whenever smaller unit to bigger unit we have to change, we will divide by the given number, and then whatever is the quotient, that will be the bigger unit. The quotient will always be the bigger unit and the remainder will always be the smaller unit. So out of kilogram and gram, which is the bigger unit? The bigger unit is kilogram. So the quotient 3 is the kilogram and the remainder 249 will be gram. Like this we have to change grams to kilogram. Okay. Now see, we have moved on to the next exercise, that is 8C. Now see the questions. I am just reading it. The question first is, write the appropriate unit of measurement. Only you have to write the units. Some figures are given to you. You have to just write the units. These things in which unit you will measure. Okay. The second, how much does each object weight? Weight is also given to you. You have to just count the total weight and you have to write the weight of the things which is given to you. Now, third, convert the following to grams. Means kilogram is given to you. You have to convert it into gram. Means bigger unit to smaller unit. Yes, very good. We will multiply. Very good. Now, the fourth question, convert the following to kilogram and gram. So, what we will do? Smaller unit to bigger unit we have to change. So, what we will do? Yes, we have to divide. Very good. Okay. Now, moving on to the next part, that is measurement of capacity. Measurement of length we have done, measurement of mass we have done. In mass only two types of things were there, conversion of kilograms to grams and conversion of grams to kilogram. Now, this is the third part, that is measurement of capacity. So, what is the meaning of capacity firstly? We have heard about two words, capacity and volume. Firstly, now today discuss what is the difference between capacity and volume. Are both same words? Both means the same or both have some different meaning? Let me discuss it firstly with that. The first word is capacity and the second word is volume. What is actually the difference? Is there any difference, or we are just two words are there and they are having the same meaning? Okay. So what is the meaning of capacity? Capacity is the total amount of liquid a container can hold. Means suppose I am drawing a glass over here. Okay. This is the total, we can say this is the length of the glass from here till here. Okay. This is the exact glass. Now, what is the capacity? Means total quantity, total amount of liquid. Means from here, from the starting point till the last, how much water it can hold. To hold this from the tip till the bottom tip. This whole amount of liquid is the capacity of the whole of this glass. But same glass I am drawing over here. Okay. What is the volume? How much liquid is in this glass? That is the volume. How much liquid is present in this glass? This is the volume. Suppose the liquid is only this much. Listen to me very carefully. Capacity means the total amount of liquid which can come in the container. Means this container can hold how much liquid, that is the capacity. How much liquid it can hold. But this, how much liquid it is present in the container, means how much liquid, कितना पानी इसमें है, that is the volume. And how much capacity, कितना पानी इसमें आ सकता है, that is the capacity. Okay, how much water it can hold, this is the capacity. And how much water is present in the container, this is the volume. This is the basic difference between the capacity and the volume. Okay, now we will move on to our next thing. What is the next topic what we have to discuss? Yes, the next topic is the standard unit of capacity. As we have discussed about the standard units of measurement, standard unit of length, standard unit of mass. Similarly, we will discuss about standard units of capacity. The first standard unit is milliliter. What is the first standard unit? Milliliter, and the short form is ml. Okay, as the word only milli means small, means the smaller unit. It is the smaller unit of measuring the capacity. It is a smaller unit of measuring the liquid. Suppose you have seen dropper for small children, for a baby child, or we never give them medicines or tablet to eat because they can't able to chew it. So how we give it? We use the dropper, and in that dropper there are few symbols kept. See, 5 ml, 10 ml, 15 ml. So like this, ml is written over there. So this is the thing, means the medicine is always being calculated in milliliters. Okay. Then, or you have seen the bottle, milk bottle for feeding a child. Over there also ml is written. 50 ml, 60 ml, 100 ml, 200 ml, like this. So that means all these things are measured in smaller quantity, that is the milliliter. Then the next is liter. The next quantity is liter, and the symbol is small l. Okay, this is the unit for measuring the larger capacity. Suppose we have to measure the amount of liquid in the bucket, or we have to measure the capacity of the bucket. So how we will measure the capacity of the bucket? We can measure the capacity of the bucket with the help of liters, or a water tank in liters, cold drink liters, a cold drink bottle. Okay, and it is always written in small l. Then the next is not there in your course till now. Only we have these two, milliliters and liters. Okay, now as in the length, we are having some tools for measuring the length, that was the ruler and the measuring scale, if you remember. Similarly, we are having over here measuring cups and measuring cylinder to determine the amount of liquid a container can hold. Now, what are measuring cups or measuring cylinder? So you can very properly see the figures in your book at page 136. I am showing over here also. See, these are the measuring cups and measuring cylinders. Over here in these measuring cylinders, we are having small marks are being kept over there. So these are the measuring cylinders. Okay. Suppose we have to take 20 ml. It is written over there, 20 ml. Fill the water till that, and then you can drop it anywhere. That means the quantity of water is that 20 ml. Why? Because we have measured it in this measuring cylinder. These are few tools, we can say, to determine the capacity. Okay. Now, conversion. Measurement of capacity, standard units we have discussed. Now we will discuss about the conversion. What is the conversion? Again, same, smaller to bigger, divide, bigger to smaller, multiply. Okay. The first is liters to milliliters, means bigger to smaller, multiply. Bigger to smaller, multiply. Let me explain it with the help of an example. Suppose we have to convert 5 liter 306 milliliter. Sorry, one thing I forgot. Liters to milliliters means 1 liter equals to 1000 milliliter. Okay, this is the relationship. Now, we have to convert this. So, we will write 1 liter equals to 1000 milliliter. 5 liter 306 milliliter equals to 5 multiply 1000 plus 306 milliliter. 5000 plus 306 milliliter. So what will be the answer? 5306 milliliter will be the answer. Okay. As I have told you in the previous video, 306 is already in milliliters. So we will simply change this 5 liter into milliliter, that is multiplying by 1000, and this 306 we will simply add and we will get the whole answer into milliliters. This is the method. Okay. Now, here we have discussed about converting bigger unit to smaller unit. Now we will discuss about how to convert smaller units into bigger units, means milliliters to liters. What we will do? We will divide. So what we will do? How we will divide? See, again the relation is same. 1000 milliliter equals to 1 liter. Let me take one example. 6792 milliliters into liter and milliliter we have to change. So how we will do? 1000 milliliter equals to 1 liter. 6792 milliliter equals to 6792 divided by 1000. Space is not there. I am showing the division over here. 1000. 6792. 6 times it will go. I told you the quotient will always be the bigger unit. So what is the bigger unit? 6 liters. And the remainder will be the smaller unit, 792 milliliter. This will be the answer. How? The quotient is the liter, 6 liter, and the remainder is 792, that is milliliter. Okay. Like this we will convert the smaller unit into bigger unit, that is 6 by dividing. Okay. Now, with this we have moved on to your next topic, that is next exercise, that is 8D. After this we have the exercise work. See the question. Tick the measurement you think is correct. Few figures are given to you. You have to just think what measurement should be of these things. Okay. Then question 2. Convert the following to milliliter, means liters are given to you. You have to change into milliliters, means bigger unit to smaller unit. So what we will do? Yes, for changing bigger unit to smaller unit we will multiply. Very good. And question number 3. Converting the following to liters and milliliters, means milliliter is given to you. You have to convert it into liters and milliliters. That means smaller unit to bigger unit. So what we will do? Again you all are correct. We will divide. Okay. Like this you can do the questions in your copy, as it will be given to you in the PDF. Same things you have to do in the copy. One more thing I just want to tell you. Your previous video, for few minutes there was a blur in the video. So the thing which was not being, people are not able to understand. The topic which has gone in blur was measuring the length using a ruler. The thing which I have told you how to measure anything using the ruler, only that portion was in blur. Nothing else was there. So I am explaining you again at the end of this video. See how to measure anything using a ruler. Measuring anything using ruler. Once again, or we can say measuring length. Don't write anything. Measuring length using ruler. Once again I am telling you, this is the topic of the previous video, but when I have also seen the video, this topic was not being shown clearly. It was blur. So again I am telling you, okay, what was the thing? Just it was the thing how to use the scale to measure anything. So suppose we are having 0 over here, 1 2 3 4, then 1 2 3 4 1, 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4 2, 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4 3, 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4 4. Okay. Now suppose we have to measure the length of a crayon color. So how we will measure? We will keep the tip over here and suppose it is going till okay. Now we have to measure the length of this using the ruler. So what we will do? We will keep the starting tip at the 0 and this point where that point will fall. Suppose this point is falling at 3. So what is the measurement of this crayon color? The measurement is 3 centimeters. This is the centimeter scale. So like this we can measure anything with the help of a ruler. Only this topic was there which was getting blur in the previous video. When I have seen the video, I come to know that this thing was not very clear in the video. So once again I am explaining you. Okay. Now with this this video is finished. Next exercise, that is exercise 8E, I will tell you in the next video. For this, please see the video very properly. If you have any problem in any video, tell me. Thank you.